Morning, welcome back. Hey, what's wrong? You haven't touched your testosterone smoothie or started on your 12 hours of daily mewing. That is not a very grind-maxing attitude of you. If none of what I said made any sense, good job, you might be regulated and normal. Long story short, guys want to be hot, but they don't want a makeover. They want a man-over. I covered the rising trend of looksmaxxing, which has gained a lot of popularity with the younger generation on social media. Apparently, we're turning to this method of self-improvement as a form of control, since our lives are influenced by a bunch of random things. You know how many choices people actually make for us? I'm telling ya, our world is just Sims 10 on hard mode. Get this, the world is hanging on by a thread, the economy's crashing, everyone's stressed. The government will do its best to help you out by writing up a bill to ban TikTok. You can't write this stuff, but at least you can optimize your appearance so you can get treated better in life. Pretty privilege, fitting into the beauty standard, there's nothing wrong with trying to look your best. If it's done in a non-obsessive and non-mentally ill way. I mean, who doesn't want to embody the vibe of Mingyu looks effulgent in new photos? My goal this year is to have people comment, Edvasian looks debonair in new selfie. Or any other random adjectives you want to share. I'm really just trying to expand my vocabulary. Sushi, kudasai. Ocha, kudasai. Misu, kudasai. To my surprise, well, to my unsurprise, Asia seems to have their own version of looksmaxxing. And I say this very loosely. From what I've seen, their approach is, let's just say, spies. If you need tips on making better disguises, download Douyin. The bluntness, the absurdness, and the audacity of these beauty filters makes this something I wanted to look into. Gone are the days of all you need to do is look healthy and fit to be considered attractive. A reminder, drink this and eat something now. Want to make sure we all get nutrients in our bodies. Just like our sponsor, Sundays for Dogs. Here's a fun fact. Did you know a portion of my audience is dog? Not sure why, since we don't even speak the same language. But we all can agree on one thing. We want what's best for our dogs. Whether you have one or are one, consistently having fresh, healthy food that's ready to eat can take up a lot of time we don't always have. Sundays was co-founded by a practicing veterinarian, Dr. Tori Waxman, who wanted something that combined the benefits of fresh food, but without all the prep work and storage. I'd love to cook my dog steak and vegetables every night if I could, but in this household, only one of us works to pay the bills, and it's not the cuter looking one. That's why Sundays is just a short list of human-grade ingredients with no synthetic nutrients, 90% meat, 10% fruit and veggies, which have all been air-dried to make storing a whole lot easier. All you need to do is pour and serve. No fridge space required. You can even use Sundays as a meal topper or a little treat when you're on the go. Since you're giving your friend fresh, high-quality food, dog parents are noticing softer fur, fresher breath, better poops, and more energy when switching to Sundays, while having more time to do other things because of how convenient it is. Never run out of dog food or have to run to the store in a panic because they ship right to your door. Get 50% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/Edvasian or use my code Edvasian at checkout. These looksmaxxing checklists of all the things you're supposed to optimize, a lot of it is just basic grooming. That's the bare minimum for an average clean person, which maybe isn't so common if people are just discovering showering and brushing your teeth. While the other part of looksmaxxing goes further to actually altering your physical features. If you weren't born with defined jaw, positive canthal tilt, strong hairline, gladiator nose, celebrity veneer teeth, and basketball player height, you're gonna have to turn that rainy day fund into a plastic surgery fillers fund. And sure, there are tutorials on how to mew yourself a new chin so you don't get mocked by your 10-year-old nephew. But the people making this type of content are already classified as an S or A rank according to looksmaxxing tier lists. Hey, I'm just relaying the information I found on the internet. Their genetics already gave them the blueprint. All they had to do was lose some weight and get a haircut. That's not a glow up, that's just an angle change. Of course, following certain types of makeover content will help you look better to an extent, but the results aren't going to measure up to these strict beauty standards where Jacob Elordi and Anne Hathaway are considered mid. Not everyone has a plastic surgeon on speed dial when TikTok gives them a new insecurity to think about. What if you just pretend? The Asian beauty industry has conjured up some interesting ways to temporarily enhance your natural features. It's like makeup that physically moves your face around. I mean, we already know that everything we see on social media is probably only half real. The ideal nose shape in most cultures is sharp, slender, with a high bridge that blends in with the rest of your face. According to Looksmaxxing forums, it's over if you've got a flat, wide nose with big nostrils. So it's not uncommon nowadays to see celebs and idols with perfectly straight noses from the side, and nose bridges higher than mortgage interest rates. According to this article from a Korean plastic surgeon, these are some male celebs with the best noses: Jae-hoon Lee, Cha Eun-woo, Tae-young, Jude Law, and Tom Cruise. Whether they got work done or not, these are the noses that fit the Asian beauty standard, which is kind of funny since having a low nose bridge is more common in Asian faces. It feels like rhinoplasties are as common as dental checkups now. There's even a procedure deemed the lunchtime nose job, which only takes an hour. People are starting to come into the office 3 hours late with an iced coffee and their old nose hidden in their purse. The nose is a very central part of your face. Sometimes people end up going overboard with the fillers and implants. K-pop fans have come up with the term the hype nose, where idols from the specific company are suddenly appearing with noticeably sharper noses between comebacks. Who has the time though? The average person can't take a month off work to get a brand name nose job, so we have things like silicone sticks you can stick in your nasal cavity to give yourself a 1-minute rhinoplasty. They're called nose lifters, they're cheap, and you can get them pretty easily online. That looks so uncomfortable. What happens if you're sitting across the table from someone and you sneeze? Oops, sorry. That was my nose lifter that went into your soup. Wanna trade soups?
I got this from Best Wish 018. It has 3 different sizes as you can see, and I was wearing the smallest one in my previous video. This is my nose for reference. It's not so bad, I think. And here it is using the inserts.
If you need a new nose for a picture or video, this would probably be fine. But if you wanted to wear this all day, 7 days a week, that would feel like permanent boogers. Not worth it in my opinion.
Guys, I just got this nose clipper with silicone in it, and it's supposed to help shape and lift your nose. So I'm just gonna leave this on for like half an hour and respond to emails. I am not sure how effective it will be, but my mom did make me do this growing up, so it can't really hurt, I feel like. And this is a close-up if you guys want to see what it looks like.
Spoiler alert! It didn't work. If you're Asian, you might be familiar with the practice of your parents or grandparents pinching your nose as a baby so you grow up with a high nose bridge. Damn, even the babies can't avoid beauty standards. The belief behind this type of product is that you can physically alter your nose cartilage by applying enough pressure for long periods of time. There's no scientific research claiming you can superficially change your nose by using these devices. You are gonna spend more time looking like Squidward though instead of Bella Hadid. At best, you get a few minutes of an Ozempic looking nose afterwards. Within Looksmaxxing, height is another important factor. How is anyone gonna see all that jaw, skin, and squint maxing you did if you're only 5 feet tall? Okay, first of all, anyone over the height of 6 feet should grow a little less. What are you, bamboo? I guess it really is over for us short kings, unless we height max.
If you're insecure about your height, this is how tall I was when I was 14. I was about like 5'2". But now I'm 6'1", so we're up. Now there's this huge misconception that you can't do anything to become tall. It's not completely true. Your genetics do play a big role in how tall you're gonna be. There are a couple of things you can do to maximize your growth. For example, eating foods that are high in calcium are really good for you if you want to get tall.
Is this just a tutorial on growing up and going through puberty? These tips are very generalized. Great if it worked for you, but how tall are your parents? You can't suddenly become 6 feet out of nowhere if all your ancestors were 5'4". Your diet, lifestyle, while they do play a tiny part, it won't be the ultimate thing that decides your height. Getting an extra few inches from eating the right nutrients is whatever compared to the tall genes you got from mom and dad. But if you have $10,000 to spare, you could get leg lengthening surgery. If you don't mind broken bones and 2 months off of work. I will be keeping my unbroken legs and my short stature, thank you very much. But have you ever tried insoles? Who needs Jotaro Kujo boots or high heels to look taller when you can secretly do it with insoles? Stackable pieces of latex and foam to give yourself a couple of temporary inches. Just don't take off your shoes. Girl, are you gonna play basketball with your heels sticking out? I was expecting like 2 inches tops.
Are you wearing the
Thanos insoles? Yeah, I am. This insole technique is actually really common among idols to make themselves look taller. Height is a sensitive topic, especially when your whole career relies on your image.
금기사항인데 골든벨 공개하도록 하겠습니다. 하나, 두껍다. 야, 이 마술이다 마술. 여기까지입니다. 그러면요, 10cm가 넘는 이특 씨.
He just made a sandwich out of his insoles. Were his feet not out of his shoes at some point? Guess you can't go into shoeless households anymore. Once you take them off, it'll be like you're stepping down from a step stool. Put my sneakers on. Hanadul, don't forget my insoles. If you can't make your legs longer or adjust your height, having good body proportions can give off the illusion of looking tall. All you need to achieve that 30% torso and 70% legs body proportion is a belly button sticker.
There's a new trend in China where women are putting on fake belly buttons to create the illusion of long legs. It works like a temporary tattoo and people just have to paste it a few cm above the actual belly button. It's also really cheap. You can get it for less than 50 cents on Taobao or Pinduoduo. Xiaohongshu users are saying that the belly button sticker boosts their confidence because it helps achieve a more ideal body proportion. Some also said that the sticker is prettier than the actual belly button, as the actual belly button is fat and round while the sticker is slender and delicate.
This reminds me of that show Kyle XY where the main character didn't have a belly button because he was grown in a lab. A lot of problems could have been solved if he used these. Wow, even belly button beauty standards are insane. But I mean, it does look more slender and delicate. Great, now I'm insecure about mine. Having a nice physique is another feature people will obsess over. But putting in the hard work to exercise, diet, and exercise some more is a lot. That's why we can now cosplay as someone with nice broad shoulders at a 90-degree angle with shoulder pads. Basically, take a chicken breast made out of silicone and use it to fill out parts of your body.
If you think you look better with wide shoulders, these shoulder pads will suit your needs. Have a look and try. Tag your bestie.
Some clothes for men will even have the shoulder pads built right into them. Not suits and jackets though, like we're used to seeing. Light airy t-shirts that, I don't know, something about this with the small face shape, long limbs, and broad physique. It's giving the rich CEO character from a manhwa. All I know is that the head and body proportions are directly linked to how toxic the character is. People are achieving peak yaoi physique without even knowing. Okay, but what about abs? Don't have them and don't want to put in the hours gym maxing your days away? That's fine. We have abs from Temu. Oh. Disregarding the forearm area, I'm disturbed at how real this could look. Sorry babe, the skin suit stays on at the beach. If you decide to wear this to look ripped instead of working out, you will have to gain some muscles in your wrists, cause these skin suits don't come in a long sleeve. It does look real in an uncanny, rubbery sort of way. In a blurry picture or group selfie, you might not even notice these abs were created in a Shein factory. It is a lot harder to make these suits look natural in a video or in real life. The actor Ren Jialun wore one of these suits when shooting a drama where he was a topless mermaid, and the netizens noticed right away. Something was off about his unnatural looking physique. Those aren't muscles. They're muscles from the sea, cause something smells fishy. If you pause at the right moment, you'll see a skinny arms jump scare. Why are they so wavy? Honestly, if no one pointed it out, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. The editing is so quick, with strategically placed camera angles. But now, it's really hard to pull a fast one on netizens who live on the internet, where the chronically online, unemployed, and bored like to gather. A nasty combination. But they do make great detectives. And if you really don't have the time to put any effort into your appearance, you could always throw on an AI beauty filter and call it a day. This famous influencer on Douyin, who's well known for his muscular figure, goes to a gym that I've never seen before. The gym equipment that they have is supposedly made out of material that bends every time you walk up to it. Is this guy like half magnet? Did you see that? I'm concerned about all this gravitational pull happening in a public space. Either this gym equipment is made out of Play-Doh, which is a health and safety issue, or someone's doing a bit too much Facetune. The thing is, without the filters, he already has a better face and body than most people. This isn't a guy that just works out and puts a lot of effort into his looks. This is a cartoon character that doesn't exist. When he stands next to someone else, you can see that he has a normal human-shaped body, probably because it's hard to use body morphing filters on more than one person. You're gonna end up absorbing your friends into your abs. The legs though. Why is everyone 60% legs when the average proportions for men is around 45% legs? What the hell is going on? Is that? Why are the comments giving so much positive reinforcement? At this point, y'all should just audition for America's Next Top Model. In just 4 steps, you'll have already walked the entire runway. Okay, kind of iconic they can do this without shame, but this is insane behavior. You know, dreaming about your favorite BL character becoming real is a lot different from it actually happening, cause you get people looking like this in real life. Broad shoulders, tiny head, skinny waist. I smell some kind of toxic relationship about to happen. If you want strangers to make you cry but also whip you into shape, make a Xiaohongshu account. It builds character. Or just throw a beauty filter on yourself that also yassifies the gym equipment and hope nobody notices. I have noticed the YouTube algorithm being a little heavy-handed with the skinny filter, but you can feed it some fortified milk so it can grow nice and tall by liking this video. Your engagement lets me know you enjoyed yourself here, and I'll get to see you the next time I post. Let me know if I looked effulgent or repugnant today. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.